Tales from the Table is a live play RPG podcast brought to you by a group of LGBT friends telling stories through the medium of tabletop role-playing games. It is dark in here other than the moonlight that you get through the windows. Mm-hmm. So they haven't been boarded up or anything. It's kind of more that they just are dusty, is all. There's like cobwebs all over the place. There's equipment that hasn't been used in a while. You hear some muffled groans from further in.
Jimmy, is that you?
You hear a few more groans, and then you see a shadow move across the room. Listen, one of my principles was to put horror in everyday situations, which this isn't mostly everyday, but like...
Yeah, it's, I get my adopted brother kidnapped by witches every day. What are you talking about?
Well,
need some horror up in there.
I'm just gonna see whether or not I should
Do it.
Just do it.
Turn on my phone flashlight.
Okay. You can see a little bit clearer rather than the shapes of different equipment and everything. You can see kind of around them. There's they're really dirty. There's some trinkets. You see a girl's like wallet, sort of like one of those compact wallets that girls hold with all their cards and everything in it.
I pick that up.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find any identification.
Okay, you roll. Actually, that wouldn't be a roll. You just find out. You open up the wallet, and you see the driver's license of a young woman, and there is a name on it, and the name's not important. But you do recognize that this is the girl who was at that first scene of the crime. So when you were in the past, you recognize this as the girl.
All right. Are you saying this was the girl that...
It's the one that we looked on when we did the seance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also see a pair of shoes. Well, you see one shoe. You see a sweater. Just kind of different knickknacks, or like, it's almost like they're trophies, but weird kinds of trophies.
Kind of like figurines.
No, like each of these things seems to be some sort of... They're all from different people that have been attacked.
Oh,
So like articles of their clothing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm moving towards the groaning.
Okay. You enter the door is open and everything, and you enter an office that looks a lot more like... It looks like something has been sleeping here. Something large has been sleeping here, has kind of made a nest here. You see Jimmy tied up. He's bruised, and he's not really conscious, but he's alive, and you can tell that he's alive. And you also see a golden trumpet on one of the shelves.
Hashtag Utah earthquake.
I hate all of this right now.
As you should.
Okay. I just, I'm gonna rush over to Jimmy, just untie him, make sure he's okay.
Okay.
See if I can wake him up a little more, make him a little more lucid.
Roll to read a bad situation.
Could I open my third eye in this situation?
Yes.
Wow.
Double sixes!
Okay.
So, that's 13 total.
Okay. So you hold +1. So that's a total of 4.
Yes. Shit. Okay. I mean, obviously, first I'm gonna go with, are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
There's something coming, but
Okay.
you kind of know that already. You don't know where it is or when it's coming. I guess the only other one would be that but you've already noticed them, but you see the shape move again closer to you.
Okay. What's my best way out?
There is a large window on to this room. There's also the door that you came in through.
What's the best way to protect the victims?
To get them out of here.
Okay. I've got one more, right? So, do I see anything visible?
You see a sort of aura from the trumpet that kind of pulsates a little bit. You also can see that there is a spell that is, you see through the spell that is concealing the witch that is in here with you. There's a few other objects that have some sort of magical properties, but not to the same degree that the trumpet does.
Okay. The witch is in the room with me? There's a witch in the room with me?
There's a witch in the same room as Randal, so he's in the main auto
Okay.
repair area.
Okay. I'm going to try and shake Jimmy awake. Like, we gotta go. We gotta go right now.
He's kind of half awake, and he says, "What's going on?"
Not a lot of time to talk about it right now. You're in danger. I'm in danger.
I don't know
We
that
gotta go.
I don't know that I can walk.
Okay.
Now, I will also give you from your sight. You do not pick up that he has any magical things about him.
Okay. So they just straight up knocked him out.
Yeah, they just beat him up and tied him up.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to Randal. Like, Randal, be careful. Like, one of them's in there with you.
I get my gun
As
out.
soon as you yell that, the door slams shut to the office.
Shit. I'm gonna grab the trumpet.
Okay. You're no longer in the office anymore.
Awesome.
Everything's sepia tone again.
Son of a bitch. Hey guys, how do we find the power for artifacts that we're all, going to end up needing? I don't know. We just leave Wes and his character alone for 4 seconds. I'm sure I'll find it. Probably almost die again.
You see a man who looks, think Walt Disney, but thicker. Not quite as tall and lanky. He's a little
Walter.
more.
Walter
You dummy
did.
He's a little more built, he's a little rounder in the face. Very sharply dressed, very well groomed. And he is holding a trumpet. I mean, your hand's still on the trumpet, but he's holding the trumpet. And you see around you, you see Robert Puckett holding the parchment.
Is this the same scene?
Yep, same scene.
Okay.
Same scene as with the parchment, but now you're touching the trumpet instead.
Okay.
And then you flash back into the office.
Okay. As Maggie would say, we're going to unpack that later. I got to help Randal. Okay. I'm going to just try the doorknob. To the...
The doorknob turns.
Okay, does it open?
No, there's something keeping it shut.
Okay, I'm going to fucking blast the shit open, man.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Use magic.
Now.
7 plus 2 is a 9.
Works imperfectly. Choose an effect and a glitch.
The effect I'm going to go with is, I guess, do one thing that is beyond human limitations.
Okay.
And the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay. The glass in this door explodes, and the door even splinters a little bit.
Mhm.
So you can walk through this door, or what used to be a door,
Through the door
now.
hole.
But you also see that the witch has turned her attention from Randal to you. She was prepping a spell that she was going to throw at Randal, but she instead goes to throw it at you.
Okay. Can I try and redirect her spell onto her instead? But something.
Or do we want to
I was gonna resolve.
have
Okay.
Randall
Maggie.
have Randall have a move?
Yeah, Randal can have a move.
Yeah. I really don't want this bitch going after you.
Is she now
Carter,
visible though?
Yeah, she's.
Gotcha,
You see
cool.
her now.
Yeah. So I.
Because the sudden distraction kind of broke her concentration on concealing herself.
Oh, failed that
So
con
now
save.
Now she's no longer just a shadow. She's visible like a normal person would be in a moonlit room.
I shoot at her with my handgun.
Okay.
Hell yeah! Shoot the witch.
You hit her in the shoulder, and she kind of groans a little bit as she's impacted with it, and kind of loses her footing a little bit. She goes down to one knee.
All right.
So, and she preps a spell towards you. Now, Maggie,
Yeah,
you've
hop on over
probably
them.
arrived by now.
They've had their move.
Yeah. You, the cab pulls up to this auto repair shop.
The entire cab ride over, have just been like, I've had Snapchat open, which I still hate Snapchat. Maggie does. Kevin, it's fine. Maggie does not like Snapchat, but she's just been refreshing the page every second.
And no change.
Yeah, that's what I assumed, but she's in full panic mode.
You hear a howl as you step out of the cab.
I give the cab driver an extra 5, and
Okay.
I'm assuming he's like, no, I'm not paid enough to deal with that.
Yeah, he peels out of there.
Yeah. I produce my 5 demon bag.
Okay.
Is the door still propped open?
Yes, but you can't see it from here. You're at the front of the
okay.
shop.
And I was not here for the description, but there was a front door.
There is a front door to like the shop area, like kind of a little office waiting area, sort of.
Okay, all right.
So,
Can I see them at all inside the building, or not from here?
not from here.
Okay, I'm going to look around. My boys are smart.
Mhm.
I will go around to the side where I see the open door.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I will peek around quietly.
Just as a blast on the door itself hits, it doesn't hit you, but just kind of
I'm
startles
assuming
you.
it's the other door.
Yeah. And you all hear another howl. This time it's closer,
Where's it coming from? Outside? Inside?
outside.
Okay. And I see the witch on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there some like stuff right inside the door?
I mean, there's like the...
Like something I could hide behind, potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to sneak in, and so I'm out of the witch's sight, but I'm ready.
Roll to act under pressure.
Okay. Excellent. That is an 8.
Okay. You can get there.
Do you want me to pick between the? Because when I'm on a 7 and 9 for a act under pressure, you
Yeah.
can give me a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay.
Yeah, do you want a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay?
I'll take a worse outcome.
Okay. So you kind of run and crouch by one of these kind of lifts that they have,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not... It wasn't as covered as you thought it was going to be.
Okay.
The witch hasn't noticed you, but you're definitely more exposed than you anticipated.
Cool. Okay.
So I just shot at the witch. Stone to the ground. Does she try to attack me?
She's getting that spell ready.
Yeah, she already released the spell. That's what hit the door.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
That
she
was
missed you.
Carter's door.
Okay, no, that was the door next to you.
Gotcha.
I'm fucking pissed at this chick.
Mm-hmm.
One for attacking me,
Uh-huh.
and then for kidnapping my brother,
Okay.
and for causing all this bullshit.
Okay.
So I want to cause the floor beneath her to swallow her up.
Okay, that is going to take about 30 seconds to cast.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. She's just... I just want her to be gone.
Okay.
Let's see that.
Do you say anything aloud to that effect?
Be gone, thought.
I'm just gonna be like... So I'm gonna just start like chanting, and like speaking in like a language no one's ever heard me say before.
Mm-hmm. Dutch.
Definitely Dutch.
I would say that you don't even hear his voice so much. You hear Gemmery's voice.
And
Sick.
like all this smoke is billowing out of me, and my eyes and my gauges are glowing, and I'm real focused.
Yeah,
He
this
also
is
raises
fine.
off the floor a couple inches.
Yeah, this is fine.
So that's a 7.
Okay. Pick a effect and I guess you're banishing spirit or curse or person.
Yeah.
It is a spirit or curse or person.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go with banishing. That works for me.
Something.
I think I'm going to take 1 harm.
Okay. The floor opens up, and the witch kind of looks up at you. I mean, she was already looking at you, but she gets really scared for a moment, and then she just falls and is gone. And the floor just turns back to normal. And where everything sort of, you kind of let Gemmery take control, your entire body starts to burn a little bit. Your eyes kind of burn.
I just let out a scream.
You scream. You take 1 harm, and when you come back down, everything's a little blurry for a couple minutes.
I lean on some like machinery that's next to me, and I'm like, Oh.
Jimmy is also terrified.
Fair.
Hey! You're awake!
He doesn't say anything, and he takes 2 steps back, just as the window behind him smashes open.
Fuck!
Hey all, Mitchell, your DM and keeper here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our Patreon at TFTT Podcasts on patreon.com. You could end up as a character in our campaign. We're also on Twitter at the same handle, TFTT Podcasts. You can also find us on Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean.
Randall, you're closer.
Yeah.
I am. As soon as I hear the window break. Do we hear a howl? Or just the window breaking?
You hear a howl.
Okay, then I do emerge from my hiding place. I'm gonna start
Okay.
heading towards the office.
Okay.
Could I use monster empathy? Try to work out what a supernatural creature desires.
Empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would be.
Alright, yeah, that'll be a 7.
Hold 1.
No, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What does this monster most desire?
It most desires to rampage. It is angry. It is not really hungry, but it feels rage, and its outlet is violence. It wants to basically just run wild and destroy.
Well, that's not great.
Kevin, what's that face for?
You'll see. Do you relay that information to us?
Oh, I absolutely do.
Cool. I'm gonna push past Randall and get to the door of the office.
Okay.
What do I see? Because your
You
vision's
see-
blurry.
You see Jimmy has kind of cowered on the side of like a desk where he can't be seen by the monster. You see the Loup Garou perched on like the windowsill.
Okay.
And it's sort of sniffing the area.
Is it... Describe the Loup Garou for me.
Okay,
Let's get a good visual in here.
The Loup Garou is in the moonlight. You can see that it is a black furred animal. It is larger than like a bodyguard sized man. So it's like medium between like a large man and a bear.
Okay.
It has very wolf-like features, very long muscular arms, ending in large clawed hands. It has wolf-like legs and paws, and a large tail, or a long tail.
Does it have any tattered clothes on or anything?
Nothing you can see. You do see. How closely do you look at this creature?
I'm basically in the same room as it now.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to figure out if it's Raoul.
You see that it has Raoul's eyes.
I start to sing an old French lullaby
Okay.
that my husband and I sang to our children.
This is the same one that you were saying to me.
It is.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to use my soothe move.
Okay.
So remind us what it does.
Soothe, when I talk to someone, I'm substituting that for singing, to someone for a few seconds in a quiet voice, you can calm them down, locking in a panic, anger, or other negative emotions they have. This works even if the thing that freaked them out is still present, as long as my voice can be heard.
You definitely calm down Jimmy.
Okay. Any effect on Carter while he's having a migraine in the corner?
Yeah, you're definitely not, and the pain doesn't seem as bad.
Okay.
It's still there. I'm not healing
It's still
you
there.
with it.
But you're able to kind of, your mind is able to kind of cut through the fog that is, I'm in pain.
Uh-huh.
The Loup Garou, its ears perk up a little bit, and it starts to calm a tiny bit. Jimmy tries to move towards you and out of the room, and some of the glass from the door cracks a little bit. And just as quickly as the Loup Garou calmed down, it immediately gets more aggressive again.
I step between it and Jimmy.
Okay. It sees you, and
I will, under my breath, Randal, get the boys.
it makes its way slowly off of the... Are you still singing?
Yes. I only stopped to tell Randal to.
And I do that. I do as Maggie said, and I run deep breath. Get the boys.
Well, don't run. It's going to scare him.
Run.
It
But power walk.
kind of checks you out a little bit as it sniffs the air, kind of growls a little bit, kind of protects its little nest area.
I'm not gonna step into its nest. Don't want to invade its space. You learn that as a mother when you have 2 teen boys. You do not want to go in their room. You will find something you will not forget.
Okay.
But I am making sure to be a physical barrier between the other 3 people and him.
Okay.
How you doing, Carter?
Well, I'm a little confused at first. I'm just like, Maggie, do you know him? Do you know the monster?
I just hold up one finger as I keep singing.
And
It gets a little more aggressive as when Carter pipes up. It gets the growl gets a little more guttural, a little more defensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you know it, I need blood from someone that's related.
I falter ever so briefly in my song.
Okay. It doesn't break eye contact with you.
Yeah, it's like I'm still singing, but I pause for a moment and kind of glance back over at you.
It's for kind of, you know how dogs, when they get aggressive,
Yeah, they
or
go
stands up.
Yeah.
It basically kind of does that, and it's kind of snarls
Okay.
at you.
Okay.
yeah, I whispered to Carter. Whisper. We're gonna need to get that blood.
We don't even know if they're related.
I
We'll just
produce from my purse with what I need when I need it, a small seam ripper that I'm keeping the sharp edge away from Raoul.
Okay.
So I'm not brandishing I'm not holding it to him as a weapon, but I have this sharp object in my hand.
Okay.
I have Carter's butterfly knife.
Well, yeah,
I do have my butterfly knife. That's fine.
Now you do have some cover from this thing.
It's
So-
me.
Well,
I'm
and the walls
cover.
and the wall.
Okay,
As
Maggie, I'm going to try something.
Hey.
When I give you the signal, back out of the room.
I shake my head and motion for you to get out of the room.
No.
Like out of the building.
No, not out of the building, just out of the room, just off to the side.
Okay. I move to the, like, behind a wall to, like, the right of her. So I still can see her,
Okay.
but it can't see me.
Okay.
I'm going to take a tentative step forward.
Are you singing again?
Yes.
Okay. It bears its fangs at you.
I do the thing where like a dog's upset with you and like showing my hand, like I'm going to reach out my hand,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like I'm letting a dog try to like letting him sniff me.
Okay. He goes to sniff you very slowly.
Okay. I'm still singing. The lullaby is almost over, so I'm like, shit, do I repeat it? What do I do?
What does anyone else do?
She's holding for Maggie to do something. I'm gonna look around for the second witch. Actually,
Okay.
because there were two that attacked me, and only one was
true.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I have some kind of to get some blood.
You're like, I feel like as a cowboy.
How much blood do you need?
Just like a drop, I assume.
Yeah, then we're fine.
It's very big, so
Maggie's got a plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around for the other witch.
I put it in my hat.
okay. Go ahead and this. I feel like this would be a really bad situation
Okay.
because you want to know what dangers you haven't noticed, right?
Yeah.
I want to tell you what my plan is, but
I'm gonna
I
open
can't.
my third eye because the first one was using concealing magic, so this other one might be. Oh, okay. Plus read a bad situation is plus sharp, so that's a 11.
11. Okay. On a 10 plus, hold 3. So you can ask, what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threats? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You pick up a reading from your third eye that someone is approaching.
Okay.
They're probably about, I'll give you a 100-foot radius on that. So they're probably about 50 feet away. Or 50, yeah.
50 feet away? Okay.
Like they'll be in the building after like another move or two.
Yeah.
What's the best way to protect Jimmy, specifically?
The best way to protect Jimmy, get him out of there.
You know? What's the best way in, and what's the best way out? Those are my last two questions.
Best way out is the door you came through. The best way in would be the door in front of the door that Maggie's in.
Okay. Do I see the garage door as well?
Yeah. So both this room that you're in right now has the back door that you came through. The one to this office that they're in, that's on the back corner of this building as well. There's a door to like the storefront area, and then the 2 garage doors.
Okay.
This is like the main work area.
I'm just gonna kind of, without saying anything, and Jimmy's in this room with us now, right?
Yeah.
Maggie's pushed him out of the room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like make eye contact with him, kind of motion him to the open door.
Okay. He slowly tries to make his way out.
And okay, is there, so it says bar a place or portal to a specific person or any type of creature. Is there any way I could make that So it's
Apply to
apply to him specifically, maybe like cloak him.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want to try and like do a cloaking spell around him, so he can get out without the witch seeing him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to use magic.
It's another 11.
Okay. Choose one extra effect. Or no, that's kick some ass. Sorry.
It's just
It works without issues. Choose your effect, which is to bar a person. So he's concealed.
He has
How-
been barred from witches.
Do you... Now, is that from everything or just the witches specifically?
I feel like if it's just visual, it would probably just be witches because they have to see things.
yeah, I think it's just the witches.
Okay.
Like it says from a specific creature, like specific
type of
person or
creature.
type of creature. And
Okay.
Instead of going with like the werewolf, I'm going with the witch.
Okay. Okay. The,
And I lean back against the wall for a second as well. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm near my limit.
the Loup Garou does see him leaving and takes a step back from you, Maggie.
Okay.
He's still focused on you, but he's taken a step back.
Is
From you.
his face close enough for me to touch?
Yes.
Okay. So in Monster of the Week,
Uh-huh.
there is 4 things on your hunter agenda. Make your own destiny, find the damn monsters, play your hunter, and then act like you're the hero.
Uh-huh.
As my lullaby ends, I say, well, Morphe, I'm still I guess it's technically still in Soothe.
Mhm.
You have always had your father's eyes as I touch his face. Very gently.
Roll to act under pressure.
Okay. No.
What did you roll?
5.
Mark experience?
Thank you.
He bites you.
Perfect. This is step 1 of dumb plan. How much harm do I take? I do have my armor, my holy armor, because I have produced the 5 demon badge.
Yeah, you take 4 harm.
Shit. Okay, cool. Well, I'm immediately unstable.
Is that with his armor? With his -1?
No, that's just how much harm the
So I
move
take
does.
3.
So you take 3.
Gotcha. Cool. Are you ready for part 2 of the really dumb plan?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-step plan.
Okay. I mean, Raoul is readying a claw to get you out of
I'm going to use my lay on hands
Okay.
to try to at least quiet down the effect of the curse.
Okay. You roll for that, right?
Yes. Okay. So that's a 7, which is why this was part 2 of Dumb Plan.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, you can heal the harm or illness as on a 10 plus. But you then take it on yourself.
Due to the nature of this curse, but you have been bitten.
I have.
So you revert
As I do
back
so,
some.
I will roll an act under pressure.
Okay.
I'm going to take my seam ripper and just like scrape some blood of mine and throw it backwards.
Okay.
Just towards these 2.
Okay.
Could I reach out my cowboy hat to try and catch it?
I mean, it can land on the floor.
As
It's
long as it still has
fine.
Do you
Blood
still
on
want
it.
to do that?
No.
Okay. That's just gonna have you- I was just gonna have you roll to act under pressure if you were.
Nope, let's not do that.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that the wolf's bane and silver gets there.
And just then, behind Raoul, a blast breaks some more of the glass.
Okay. Does any of it hit Raoul?
No, because it was.
Okay, cool. Shit.
It kind of smashes in your direction
Okay.
more than Raoul's, because he's kind of moved back away from, but not back towards the window, more back towards the wall.
Okay. So, how do we resolve my 7 lay on hands? Does it have any effect on the curse?
It does a little bit. You actually,
I wasn't sure. I
he
knew it was
calms down a bit.
I knew it was kind of a gamble because it's
Yeah.
not really an illness; it's a curse.
Yeah.
Like, if we want to say it had no effect, we can say it had no effect.
I think that would be the easiest way to resolve it, is that it didn't have an effect.
Well, I tried.
I'm going to dive towards the Seam Ripper.
Okay.
Just coated in Maggie blood.
Randall, cover me. I'm going to need a couple minutes to get this spell ready.
Okay.
As Carter goes to lunge for the Seam Ripper, Raoul kind of throws you. He doesn't claw you, but he more just kind of throws you out of the way.
Okay. Am I still in the office room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you hit the wall above.
Positioning wise, I just need to know where I was.
You hit the wall above a desk and lands on the desk,
Gotcha.
which is opposite the window.
Okay. Has the witch entered?
No, she's still probably about 20 feet away. She's close
Cool.
enough that her spell will hit, but not
Cool.
close enough to actually see any of you. She
Gotcha.
just saw that the glass window was broken, so she started attacking.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I needed. It's up to you now. I've done my dumb plans.
All right.
Carter, you lunged for the
sewing
Okay.
Seam Ripper.
roll to act under pressure.
Oh.
Fuck!
That's a 6. No, that's a 5. I'm lying.
Mark experience.
I leveled up.
Uh-huh. You lunge for the Seam Ripper right as Raoul slashes up in an upward motion. You fly through the air and you kind of roll under some of this audio equipment. And
With the Seam Ripper?
you hear the voices of Magnolia and Randal
There it is.
in the background, as well as the growling and snarling of this creature. You try to move and you feel a lot of pain from your chest and your torso. And as you look down, you see 4 deep, large gashes.
How much harm did I do?
You took 3.
Fuck! I'm unstable and I've got 1 hit